Hi guys, and welcome to Supermetallurgy.
But there's something about this car, I mean, it's the way it delivers its power. I remember the first time I drove the 12C many years ago, and the firmness of the seat, and it's got a really hard seat compared to other cars, but they're so comfortable, and it just makes it feel so racy.
I'm a huge fan of the seating position of McLaren in the field of view.
Yeah, it's perfect.
I like how the scuttle is very low. The pillar doesn't really obstruct anything for me.
No, it's great, and it's nice to have this little tiny quarter light window. It's really, it's just very clever.
Everything about the way, McLaren's are really driver-centric cars. They're not the best sounding supercars, but at the end of the day, the feedback that you get when you drive one is amazing.
And this was Ron Dennis, wasn't it? The 12C.
This is original Ron Dennis.
Which is why I like the McLaren so much. But I think this is the best. I've got to say, the best of McLarens. There's new ones coming out. Obviously, they're going to be better and faster and louder and more expensive. But for the money, you can't beat it.
I'm not really a big fan of the directional change of design that McLaren's taken.
Yeah.
Like the LT for me, the 675 LT, not even the 600 LT. The 675 LT for me was the best looking car besides the P1 GTR.
Yeah.
Those two cars were the best looking McLarens. Everything else, like this new futuristic look, wasn't, I don't know, doesn't do it for me.
Right. Yeah, I agree. And also I think they're coming out with too many limited edition cars. And I think it's devaluing their mark.
They're sort of learning from Ferrari and Porsche where, like, hey, we can pump out a limited edition car and make more money.
Yeah, it's true.
And it's traffic. Welcome to the Philippines.
Yeah, welcome to Manila. But it's a sunny day, so it's all fine.
Yes.
And I imagine it's snowing in England, so...
You'd rather be here?
Yeah, I'd rather be here. So only a few more days, and then I have to go back. So Singapore first, then London, and back to... well, they're saying at the moment they're having a heat wave. And England's idea of a heat wave, I think, was 16.5 degrees. but it is it's still February, March,
Yeah.
so it's you know, it's not summer.
Actually get some gas. It's weird, my check engine light's blinking.
But it missed slightly.
Yeah, it was a misfire. I noticed with the...
It's gone, hasn't it? Again? It's
Yeah.
just switched off.
I noticed with the car, if I don't use it, some issues come out.
Yeah, of course. Same with any of these supercars, isn't it?
So many ambulances.
What's happened? Somebody's been in an accident, I think.
Oh shit. He's underneath the truck.
Jeez, yeah.
So the truck was stopped and he just ran.
Yeah. So there's a motorbike that was hit. Looked very nasty.
Ugh.
People don't always look, that's the problem.
Yeah, and you know, here in Manila, people just stop.
Yeah, I do, I've noticed it. Driving is worse than experience. I mean, they always say you need to be a London driver. Once you're a London driver, you can cope with anything. But I tell you what,
No, you
out
gotta be a
here,
Manila driver.
they will run you over. And if you're a pedestrian, it's even worse. You've just got to kind of close your eyes and walk for it. Otherwise, you'll never get across the road. But it's a bit frightening.
So normally, when you step on the pedestrian walk, you have right away.
Yeah.
Here, it's like you're playing chicken. You're
Yeah,
like,
you are. You're just dodging cars. I mean, it is really quite scary.
It's like, are you gonna let me pass? No, yes, no.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm obviously, because I travel a lot, I'm very polite to pedestrians. For me to push the brake pedal is so
Just
little
nudge them.
effort versus them actually having to cross the road. So I actually do let the pedestrians cross.
But it is rare. It is rare.
Here, yes.
They will run you over. Especially the bikes. But the bikes, in fact, they do avoid people, I've noticed. But it's amazing, they're like sort of bumblebees, and suddenly they just part and you can walk through. But it's very odd. But it seems to work, except it didn't work back there.
I find the motorbikes very annoying.
Yeah, they carve you up, that's for sure.
Especially if it's like a 2-lane road and they come down the middle of the road.
Yeah, inside, outside, they don't care.
Yeah, they try to just push their way.
And how expensive is fuel in the Philippines? Is it cheap or is it?
No, it's for not so high grade fuel. It's actually equivalent to, I think, European prices.
Wow, so that's quite expensive. And what grade are you getting on it?
So we're gonna go to Shell, where they sell what they call the V-Power Racing.
Yeah.
Which is their 98 octane.
Same as UK, I think. Is this your daily driving, really? What do you drive on a daily basis?
Oh. Depends.
Well, you have a few cars, so
too many.
So it just depends on what takes your fancy that morning.
Well, so once a week I will bring out the special cars. Like I will bring out the McLaren, the 458, the 488. Right now I have the 458 Speciale, this one. I have my race car, which is the Miata, and then
What's that? Oh, MX-5.
MX-5, yeah.
What engine's they got?
Well, we don't need to fill in our own gas here.
I know, that's what I was just thinking. So this is really cool thing about the Philippines. They will come over and serve us, and actually, if I video on this one, you'll be able to see there's so many attendants at the pump section.
Yes.
She's going to wave. She's not. She's gone shy. Oh, don't go shy.
So someone does your air.
Yeah, so they'll do everything. It's a bit like being in the US.
Actually, no. US is self-serve too.
And over here you can see there's a drive-thru on the other side. So this is a Jollie Bee drive-thru.
Yes.
And the Filipinos go nuts for this stuff. So it is fried chicken and rice, and it comes in this little sort of paper wrapping and this gravy, and
They just love it. It's the equivalent of a KFC, and they have KFC, but Jollie Bee is where it's at for a Filipino. And
Yes.
Hong Kong, exactly the same. Go down to Worldwide Centre in Central, and on a sort of a Saturday morning, Sunday morning, when all the Filipinos aren't working, they go straight to Jollie Bee, and the queue is just unbelievable. But it's a taste of home for them, so they love it. So why not?
I've sold my F12.
Okay. So F12 is because you love that car. You liked
I love it. But it's sad because you know, one, I'm only in the US like 5 months of the year, and I'm paying registration, insurance, and all this. And
it just sits there, and it's not good for Ferrari to be sort of not used.
Got rid of that. Got rid of the 650S. Got rid of my BMW M2.
Okay.
And then selling a few muscle cars also. So we have a bunch of other classic cars that we're working on. We brought in the Superformance GT40.
Yeah.
So hopefully by April we start assembling the GT40 so that we can market it and sell it.
Okay. And what would they go for over here? What sort of money?
We're pegging it roughly around 15 million pesos.
15. Okay. Yeah.
So it would be in the territory of like a slightly used GT3 RS.
Yeah, so about £200,000 for everybody in England.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, if you park the GT40 near any supercar,
Oh yeah, it's going to get a look.
you'll be like, that's unique. And you know, they're so tiny, they're so low,
Yeah, yeah.
and all analog, manual transmission.
Oh yeah, awesome car.
Yeah, can't wait.
It's got those rivets in the seats, doesn't it?
Yeah. Those,
Really nice.
buckle type rivets.
That's right.
Yeah, so we're headed back to the car shop.
Yep, sounds great.
Gonna double check why my
Flashed
check
up.
engine light.
Is it still on?
No, but it goes on every few months, so every few weeks. So I need to really sit down with my other McLaren tech and figure it out.
Yeah. This guy's out.
But
There he's been taken.
it sounds like a boost leak
It does sound a bit like a boost leak, yeah.
because we do get the chatter. On the mild boost, no problem. It's on a wide open.
Yeah, when you really...
Yeah.
Not difficult to fix.
Should be fine. It's just the time to sit on it.
You've got the workshop.
Yeah.
And so how do you find it with a carbon fibre car with exposed carbon in the Philippines?
I love it.
But I
like seeing the look of car people.
yeah, I can see that.
Because
they will double take.
they come up closer, and then they touch it.
Yeah, because they're like, is it a wrap?
Yeah, no, that's the first thing people ask. Like, did you wrap your car in carbon fiber?
Yeah, because I want some, because it looks
Why
3D.
would I do that?
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm a huge fan of Pagani and Koenigsegg, and they do this really amazing, like,
Beautiful.
carbon smoke finish. And that was our pick when we did the car.
You've never fancied anything like that? A Zonda or a Wyra or...
You know what I tell people is I'm not an art collector.
Well, I think that's true. And also, all the people I know that have owned them have had mass problems with them. I mean, the simplest thing, a switch goes inside a Pagani. I mean, they're waiting 6 months for a switch, and the switch invariably will come through to them. And It's a switch which on any regular car will cost you $50. But on Pagani, it's costing you 2,000 for the same switch. And people are just, why have I waited for 3 months, 6 months, 9 months for this? And why has my car been off the road when I've just spent $2 million on it, or $3 million, whatever it might be?
Yes.
And I think that is a problem.
One thing I really love about McLaren is the simplicity.
Yeah.
You don't have
It's a driver's car.
a ton of buttons.
I like that.
I love Ferrari, but sometimes the steering wheel is, for a non-Ferrari owner, it's messy.
Indicators and
like,
horn.
Like I accidentally, I'm drifting the car, I hit the wiper button.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything goes off at the same time.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
So unlike this car where just the steering wheel